Hello and welcome back to Make It Go. This is going to be episode 19, or timer 19. We're rapidly approaching the being 10 hours into this project, which is neat, and I have a lot of classes and nonsense. So in this section, I'm going to be building something that will resemble a session. Because if I'm going to have user login, I'm going to need to be able to keep track of the user ID. I'm choosing to just store it in the session now. I'm just going to end up storing the user ID in the session, HTTP session, provided by Tomcat. I am, however, going to wrap a little boundary layer over it because I don't particularly want to expose you to the HTTP session in your use cases and objects. Because that's the web linking in. Even knowing about it is technically the web leaking in, but we don't deal. We'll worry about that later. So I'm going to create a little object here. I'm going to call it session. I think my interface for this guy is going to be simply boolean. It's user logged in. Something like that. Public int integer, because it can be null. And then something along the lines of public void log user in. Let's take an integer. The reason I'm sticking with these integer user ID. Okay. And then this is just going to take an HTTP session and check stuff based off of that. HTTP session. Structure, it's going to take that. Okay. Private static string. These are going to be my user ID key string. User ID key equals session. I'm actually going to put the full class path in there. So to make it go to web session user ID, because it is shouldn't get attribute. And yes, I will perform a blind cast. Session set attribute user ID. And this is just going to be something along the lines of get user ID does not equal null. There we go. That's my magic session object. It also gives me a thing to mock out and shove into stuff. Because then I just have 3 methods I have to override. And that is all. Okay. So now, then, session. Okay. We're going to come over here and create a log user in. But just login. And auth has a login. Okay. Login request is what I need now. So in this, it's going to take the username and the plain text password. So it's going. I need the word interface because I'm in Java, and I don't need the word static because all interfaces are static because they don't have any. You can't inherit your parent class. It's going to extend request. String username. Get username. Ooh, I'm gonna make them lowercase. String get password. Okay. I'm gonna have a private final session. I'm taking that on construction, so I think that's an appropriate place to have it. Okay, there we go. Now then, all we have to do is this is going to implement executable, and that's going to be a login. Okay. And at this point, I need to just dispatch off to the other guy. Validate user dot execute. Actually, at this point, because I believe it just does, username and password. And we'll see if that works. Okay, there's that. That'll throw an illegal state exception. I don't want to catch an illegal state exception. Okay, but I will. Oh, try. Public static class. Lowercase c class. I'm going to have two response types. One is going to be a success, you're logged in. One's going to be unable to log in. This gets an identifier. Success. HTTP response code of 200. And it's going to have an integer user ID. Get a getter for that, which also has an identifier. User ID. Public static class. Login. Failed. Let's pick a 300. That'll show up as an error. And I'll put a single getter on there. And this is going to say sign in. Enable sign in. Message. I don't know, I uppercased everything, but I did. At some point, that's probably going to drive me crazy, but okay. Do your password. Okay. So we execute that. Give it a user ID. We say session dot login user ID. Return new login successful user ID. Otherwise, we return new and failed. Okay, so now the only magic we have to figure out is how do we get this guy to get constructed? Because if we go look at our execution handler, the concept of constructing or executing something like that doesn't exist. So we actually just new instance right here, which means we don't know what kind of thing that is. So now we do a little bit of work because we have options now. So we have to find the correct constructor and instantiate it with the session. So let's go to our test. Create another class. My test, which is all just classes, static class. This is going to be executor with session. We will use that one. We'll implement. And we will return session. Handle it with request and session. Then we come up here. We will just grab that entire test because that's almost entirely what I want. Give it an executable method, execute, expect request returned. Give it an executable method with session, expect session returned. And at the moment, we're just going to assert not null because that I don't actually care about any of that. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Let's break this line up so I can figure out what it's trying to tell me. Okay. It appears that it is trying to tell me that it is building handle request, so I need my handle request in session. If not, no. Let's see what happens. It should explode. And it exploded. On a null pointer. Okay. Null pointer. Null pointer. I bet. New instance returned a null pointer? Who got a null pointer? This handler's there. Oh. On this line, parameter map. Ah. I have to have this. I don't know what I had to do that, but that was neat. There we go. I should probably just override. I have the default not return null. There we go. Instantiated. That's the exception I was expecting. And that comes out of this guy. So now I have to find the constructor. So let's start typing. So value dot So let's just ask for one that has a session. And then we'll ask for one with nothing. And we'll just cascade down as we go. So, constructor, I believe this will return null. So, not found. Ooh, it explodes. That's not as useful as I was hoping. Okay. So this gets to be in a try block. It said it was a method not found. No such method exception. So I'll catch the exception and do not. Actually, if we get that, we should go one step further and say constructor.new instance. And we should give it new session. Request a get session. Creating it if I need it. There we go. And at this point, we will have executable. And we'll make executable equal this. Otherwise, validate a constructor. Actually, just validate a new instance will work. So we don't even need this variable. That we do for here. And it's going to tell me. We have to change it that. There we go. We've done something terrifying. What is my terrifying work? Nope. Really? Why did that come from? Ah. Okay, so it's saying session copycast, which I agree. So this is session. There you go. So we expect session out of that. So some casting problems happened, which is fine. There we go. So let's see if I've broken anything else. 92 milliseconds. Ow, I hope that's just setting up JUnits time. 105, yeah, okay, there we go. And that is what we would expect. And at this point, it would explode magnificently. Okay. So now we can ask for things like session. We're actually going to take this construct executable. And we're going to take all of this nonsense. Construct parameter map. Parameters. There we go. Okay, so if we have executable, we do some stuff, we do some more stuff. There we go. That all makes sense, I think. Okay. So now we need to wire everything together, because at this point, I think it should just work. I would have to put a user in my test database, which I should be able to do. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, so at this moment, that means login. We'll get a session. We'll log in the user if we have the correct valid user correctly. I get the user ID as validator. Order login, or we'll throw a fit. Okay. I don't have an endpoint for this yet, which is something I need to do. Boom. And I need to make the annotation work. I need to write the annotation. So right now we just have a session. Okay. Ooh. Yes. Well, there's a foot. Okay. Moving forward. I'm not sure what my thought was. It just died. Okay. So we'll be able to construct that out of that. But the thing we need for that, the next step I need to do is something along the lines of wire my authentication stuff up. So I need we can make that an interface. Auth endpoint. Let's see how much of this I remember. So this is an endpoint / API / auth. Okay, I think that's all I need for that. I need a public void handle. I just need a void handle. Log sign in. I'm going to call it sign in. Method sign in. I now need a marshals. And this guy is input. The input is the executive handler.class. We need the output. The output is the JSON renderer class. The method, the marshal, and I need the executor. Add execute. Yes. And this is going to be login.class. So we can. Now let's go check my other one to see how close I am. Method execute marshals. I did it. Okay, we have a sign in. So that should execute our sign in, and it should work. I'm not going to put a create user because at the moment I don't want anyone creating users other than me, because at the moment I only have one access level. I don't even have an access level. It's still all open. Okay. Now then, I think I'm going to do something a little bit cheatery. So we're going to go create test for this guy. I'm just going to use this as a main, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go check something real fast. I'm going to check to see if I have what I need to just run in my test mode. If my box is set up, yes. So there you go. You can see that I have. We'll execute that guy. We'll make this Will. And the password I'm going to use is ABCD1234. There we go. And we'll see what happens. It explodes. Why did it explode? Okay. Probably because my path isn't correct. What did it dump out? I was playing with this just recently because I was trying to get it to match the other guy. So now we are going to go look at that. Postgres SQL / check. Okay, connection refused. Why was connection refused? That was okay. So the problem is, or is most likely. Actually, let's just go to this. Run tests. Well, I'll probably show you. Let's check to see if I have a username, and if I do, you will see that, and I won't. Username. If not, I will run this later, and I will do this off camera because I don't particularly want to show you any of my passwords. That's actually more than I'm willing to do. Okay, so anyway, I will get that working, and then we will come back and find out how this goes. So I will create a user, then I will run my authentication against it to make sure that bit works, and then I will figure out where I want to put my validator for users, checking whether or not a user is active in the system or logged in currently. That's about as far as I want to get. Thank you for watching. This has been episode 19 of To Make It Go. Calling it a bit early. Thank you for watching, and I am going to take a break now.